Hi there. So thank you so much for being part of the 3-day laundry class. I just wanted to give a few closing remarks and thoughts about the laundry industry as a whole and why I think this is such an important switch if you're looking to have a low tox home and maybe even address some health issues you might be having that are kind of unexplained. I know at the beginning I told you my story, but I used to think I was allergic to a lot of environmental things like pollen, things like that. I was taking a ton of allergy medicine. I had been to the allergist and they had said you aren't allergic to anything. And it turns out that I was allergic to artificial fragrance that was in all the products I was using, but specifically saw a huge difference in my need to take them when I decreased the fragrance in the laundry products that I was using. So I highly recommend taking a look at the workbook that I sent you. If you're just watching this on YouTube and you want that workbook, please let me know. I'll put you through the 3-day class. It's really, really helpful to understand why this change is important. And plus I give you tons of resources to make it easy for you, because I know it could be slightly daunting to think about switching what you use to clean your clothes. So a few things. I don't know if you have noticed in the news lately, but the state of New York has actually banned several laundry detergents because they contain a chemical called 1,4-dioxane, which is a known endocrine disruptor and carcinogen. The problem with this chemical is that it is a byproduct of other ingredients. So you will never see this on an ingredient list. Very common laundry soaps were recalled in New York. Tide Original, some free and clear options, and Gain. So if you use any of those, I definitely recommend looking into it a little further and really considering making the switch. The other thing I get asked often is this going to work? And yes, the system I have works amazing for me. I think there are a few myths about laundry that the laundry industry has made us lead us to believe that aren't really true. So our clothes do not have to smell like a rushing river or butterflies in a garden in order to be clean. We should actually not have a huge perfume smell coming off of our laundry. It should just smell clean and fresh and neutral. So that is the goal with a low tox laundry routine. When you have chemicals and fragrance that bind to your clothing, number one, those products will mess with your laundry machines. They will also mess with the fabrics that you are wearing, and they could make your clothes not last as long and look dingy faster. But they literally bind to the fibers of your clothing, and then they're touching our bodies all day long. I actually have had people give hand-me-downs to me for my children, and I couldn't get the smell from their laundry soap out of the fabrics for years later. And I actually ended up not even using them, unfortunately, because of that smell, because I knew that those chemicals and fragrance were present. The other thing to think about is not only are these chemicals harming us, they're also getting into the air. So a lot of fabric softeners, dryer sheets have been known to put VOCs into the air. They have tested dryer vents, so they're putting those harmful chemicals out into the air as well. I also find that laundry soaps are some of the most greenwash products on the market, where in fact we are taught to think that these are green products, that they are safe. They put terms on the labels like dermatologist recommended, pediatrician recommended, eco-friendly. In fact, they are not. So you have to be very careful with that. The biggest thing you could do to protect yourself is to make sure that whatever fragrance the company is using is also listed. So it should just not say fragrance, because in the US, the word fragrance is protected. It's a trade secret. So companies can put whatever they want under that word fragrance and don't have to disclose it. So if you do pick something that has fragrance, make sure it tells you exactly. So the Thieves laundry soap I use it doesn't even say fragrance. It tells the exact essential oils that are scenting that product. And I know that they are pure. So then I know that there's no artificial fragrance. You also want to look for items free of optical brighteners, parabens, phthalates, formaldehyde, items like that you want to look out for, because those are the ones that will give that byproduct of that 1,4-dioxane that is a carcinogen. Also, be careful of free and clear products. A lot of times they will use chemicals to mask the fragrance in them. So even though it is fragrance free, that does not mean it is chemical free. So very tricky, but I really hope that this class has helped you see that this would be a good change or switch for you. You don't have to do it all at once. I highly recommend waiting till you run out of something and replacing it with something different. I think that's a great way to make this change slowly. I am offering for anyone who wants to join with my laundry bundle that I recommend. I will either send you a free essential oil diffuser or a $20 back on that bundle. All the information is in part of this class link, so make sure you check that out. If you missed it for any reason, just let me know via email and I would be happy to send more information over your way. I'm really excited to help you get started with a low tox laundry room. I'm very passionate about it. It has made a huge impact in my health and for my family, and I can't help but share it with you. So please reach out if you want to chat more, and thank you so much for being part of my low tox laundry class.